Hey, so this is part two to yesterday's video. I just wanted to talk about some signs that you might be dating a narcissist because I think that in our world we hear a lot about toxic relationships and we might have experienced them, but we're often not sure how to fix that, even though we want to because we love the person. We might think that we're the crazy ones or that we can fix our partners or XYZ, whatever. But I just wanted to shine light on relationships with a narcissist because a lot of times, more often than not, this is a toxic relationship and it's not one that you can fix by fixing the other person and you're not the crazy one. So I just wanted to share some signs and yeah, we'll go from there. So how would you know that you're dating a narcissist? It's going to start out incredibly. It's going to feel like the best love you've ever had in your life. This person will sweep you off your feet. They're completely charming and charismatic, and maybe you can't even believe that they want to be with you. And believe me, they do. They want to start a serious thing with you. They want to go deep quickly. They get to know you and they get to know your needs and desires emotionally in every way, and they will meet you there. They want to start talking about, marriage and long-term plans and really understanding what it is that you want, and they want to give that to you. So it feels like this amazing connection. They'll probably call you their soulmate, and you'll feel like you've never had this kind of love before. They might be really great sexually, and they probably will use intimacy as well to hook you in. So just on all levels, you're very, very drawn in and believing that this is the best relationship that you could have ever imagined. It's like a dream come true. In the beginning, you might intuitively sense that something's off, like little moments here and there, but you'll immediately brush it off because things are just so great together. And this might go on for a while. In narcissist speak, this is a technique called love bombing, and it's incredibly important for the narcissist to draw you in right away and hook you into the relationship and to an addiction with them. They need you to be addicted to them because they need to feed off of your supply and your energy and your attention and everything that you give them. But after a while, the narcissist you'll start to feel some subtle digs happening and some subtleties where it might come in the form of like subtle criticisms or insults or slightly emotionally abusive comments coming up, but that are immediately covered up by love again. So you'll never notice it. You'll start to feel like, oh, this is a little bit weird, but then it's covered up. And as time goes by, they might start to use techniques like the silent treatment. So they might become avoidant and tell you that they can't be around you and they need to go away, or they start to, and so when that happens, when silent treatment happens, you're already hooked into this person, and so it brings up this neediness, and you start to feel this addiction and obsession. You start to feel like the crazy one who can't, who's pushing them away. There's something wrong with you for pushing them away, is how it feels. They may use very roundabout verbal confusing techniques during communication to try to confuse you and twist your mind, and to end up you feel like, well, they were the one who's right and I'm the one who's messed up. They may use a technique called gaslighting, which is to start having you question your reality. And they're generally very, very, very masterful with language and communication. They're very good at understanding people, and they're very great at understanding you and what your needs are and how to draw you to them so you feel like even though they may cause you pain, they are the only ones who can fix your pain. And this will all be mixed in with incredible love and connection and this continued soulmate connection. So you'll feel that throughout the emotionally abusive things that are happening, these, twisting of your reality, making you feel you're always the one at fault. You're always the one at fault with a narcissist, at least in theory. And through avoidance and through having you chase them, these techniques will all be mixed with love. And so you may start to associate that with love, which is all very damaging. And I just want to share how important it is to recognize if you're in a relationship like this, where you see any of these signs, that is emotionally abusive. And the last thing that happens in this kind of relationship is emotional abuse becomes normalized. So you don't recognize it for what it is, and it starts to become a normal part of your daily life and relationship. And they may use other techniques such as triangulation, eliciting jealousy, separating you from your friends and loved ones. You might start to notice in yourself that you withdrew from things that you loved. You've withdrawn from other healthy relationships in your life because the narcissist needs so much of your focus and attention in order for them to keep loving you. Because the minute that you draw away and start to get involved with other things that are healthy for you, the narcissist will pull away and you'll be sucked back into that addictive love cycle. So yeah, and just the last thing is you just might feel tired. You might feel drained energetically, spiritually, emotionally. And that's because it's by design. The narcissist needs your energy and your power to feed themselves because they don't have that within them a lot of times. And so you'll just start to feel this tiredness, and you may start to notice the more time you spend together that this other person is more vibrant, more energized, and happier. And you don't understand why you don't feel happier. In a healthy relationship, both people are supporting each other to be the best versions of themselves, energized together, inspired together. We'll talk more about healthy relationships later. So just wanted to point that out. Let me know if you feel like you've ever had any of these signs in a relationship. What did you do? Did you leave? Did you work through it? Was it narcissism? Was it something else? Just interested to start a conversation about this because it's important and really important just to maintain awareness and a connection to ourselves and our self-love and know that we fill our own cups and that we don't, we may find a connection with a person like this, but it's very important to recognize it and to come from a space of wholeness so we can make the best decisions for our life. All right. Much love. Mwah. Talk soon.